end of day one of the GMC JAM with the theme of everything has a cost. So far, I have cleaned my house and cooked enough food for the remainder of the jam, but I haven't coded or prepared a single asset of my game. I actually struggled a bit with an idea for this theme, but I think I have one now. The problem is that I had a very specific set of requirements for the game I created during this jam. I want the game to have some sort of procedurally generated content because that's something that I really enjoy doing, and I want it to feature my games, so I put it as a strong requirement. And I also would like the game to be somewhat customizable by the player. Not necessarily entire mod support, resource exchange, whatever, but at least at some level it should be able to be customized and extended by the player. So I came up with an idea for creating a game where there is a limited amount of characters that are generated with personalities, likes and dislikes, and all of that stuff. And then you have a predefined number of interactions with one or more characters at the same time. And depending on your decisions in those interactions, some characters will like you more or less. And if they really dislike you, maybe their group of friends will also dislike you, and so forth. So the goal of the game is, after that predefined number of interactions, you have to be friendly with as many characters as possible. And your score would basically be the overall index of how much everyone likes you. Um, Obviously, personalities and characters can be procedurally generated. For interactions themselves, I'm still thinking a little bit what exactly are those interactions, because it has to be something that allows the player to make relevant choices, but at the same time, it has to be either generatable from the procedural standpoint, or there needs to be a pool big enough that you can just pick a bunch of random interactions, um, but still allow the player to not repeat interactions that commonly. But it also has a different problem, because that pool would need to be extra large in order to not have that repetition on all of the possibilities of personalities and characters that could be generated. So if we, for example, use some sort of tagging mechanisms for generating the personalities, and we have a character that has a tag of religious and fanatic, um, but also introverts, or I don't know, like other potential tags, then we would need to find meaningful interactions or dialogues in that pool that fit all of these tags. So I do need to refine this idea a little bit more and see exactly what I want to do with it. Um, but there's a very high likelihood that this is the idea that I'm going with. But since it's already almost midnight and I didn't do anything for the rest of the day regarding the game, I am just going to go to sleep and start tomorrow, hopefully fresh enough to make some actual progress on the game.